Hmm. Happy opening day, Jay. I uh I decided to not do this on the brothers page because uh I don't think Jim is just always missing in action. I don't think Don would be as interested, as detailed as a message I'm going to give you. So maybe I'll just throw some shit on there via message typing with some pics. Maybe he'll want to get involved in that, but I'm pretty in depth here with my analysis slash predictions, whatever. So here we go. I did some research, and there was a lot of people I'd forgotten about. So I'm glad I did what I did. But here's the thing: I already forgot most of the names that had changed locations. But with that being said, I also know how it affected my picks because I know who they have or they don't have. Here we go. You ready? Excited? I'm just gonna go each division. I mean, you can do whatever you want to do. I mean, you said you're gonna be driving, so maybe not. I'm just gonna go right through the list here. We'll see. American League East. Yankees are just. I mean, as much as I try to um, be cute, you also got to go with facts. They're just freaking loaded everywhere. They're loaded. So I'm picking them to win. Tampa second. Boston, Toronto, 3-4 can go either way. Baltimore stinks. Toronto needs some arms. I still love their young talent, but not enough. And again, with this, which is great about 60 games, who knows? They can catch fire and win it all. As maybe 75% of the teams can do that. Um, Central, Minnesota, Chicago. Chicago's going to be fun to watch, I think. Cleveland, and then KC and Detroit. You know, I drafted a couple players from the Royals who I love, Whit Merrifield, and I think Jorge Soler finally found where he belongs. Like, I don't think last year was a fluke. Everybody talked about years for him being this stud, and I think last year he just arrived, and I think he's here to stay. So I like Soler, or Soler, how you want to say it, and I like Whit Merrifield a lot. Other than that, I can't think of anyone else they really have besides Perez, and he's getting kind of old. Uh, in the West, I am going with Oakland. Um, Pitching is solid, not great. No aces, but they're all pretty good. And Lazardo is going to be huge. Um, just found out I drafted Puck and see he's on the IL, and who knows? I mean, they're probably just going to baby him, which makes sense. So I thought he'd be more valuable this year, but it's looking like he may not. I'm picking Houston second. Look, I know they're already getting beamed in the summer camps here. By looking at their roster, I know they lost Cole. Their pitching's still pretty good, and then their team is just loaded. So I'm going to go with them second. Anaheim third. I don't think Anaheim has enough pitching, but I do love I love their bats. And if Otani does anything like he's supposed to, maybe they can push into second, or maybe win it. Then I got Texas, Seattle. All right, I'll try to hurry this up a little bit. National League. I'm doing it again, and I know you're gonna just blast me. I'm taking the Mets, and here's the thing: the NL East and the NL Central, I love. Like especially the East. Miami's gonna be last. You can pick the other four teams either way. They're just, oh my god, they're all pretty loaded. And Washington, even though they lost Rendon, there's still so many bats. You got the two aces in your staff, and who was it, Sanchez? And so their pitching is fine. Um, Here's the thing, and this is kind of corny, but maybe I don't know if they're going to have the hunger. I don't know if they're going to have the hunger this year, but then again, being 60 games, maybe they will. But I'm taking the Nats second, Philly 3, Atlanta 4, and then Miami. Again, you can flip-flop those guys anyway. The four of those could finish within five games all the way through. I think that is loaded. Why am I picking the Mets? I tell you what, I love the pickup of Jake Marisnick. Solid defender. I love McNeil. Of course, Alonso. I think Ahmad Rosario is improving every year. I think that's going to continue. Again, I didn't know. I forgot they had Porcello. You got DeGrom. I think, what's his name? Oh, Matz. I think Matz is solid. I think a bounce back here from their closer, Diaz. I look at their staff or their rotation, their bullpen. I think it's solid. And I got Ramos behind the plate. They're going to be good. I know they don't have Syndergaard, but they're going to be good. And I'm picking them to win. Again, 60 games. If it was 162, I might change my mind. Okay, Central. I'm going Cubs. Cubs are freaking loaded. They're kind of like forgotten about since they won it. I said this last year. Since they won it, it's like, all right, that happy story is over, but they're still so loaded. And they're pitching. I think I'm finally on board with what you used to say. I think Darvish is going to have a nice 60-game thing here. Lester, was it Kendrick? Quintana, Hendricks, whatever. I'm forgetting names. But Kimbrel in the bullpen, they're loaded. I mean, the offense positions, I think Baez is just maybe a top 5 player. That's how good he is. Of course, you got Bryant, Rizzo. You still got Schwarber out there. I think they picked up somebody else. But, no, that's Atlanta. Atlanta picked up Cole Hamels, I forgot. So Chicago, I'm going Cincy number 2. I love their freaking offense. I think their pitching is good with Gray, Castillo, and Bauer. The closer Iglesias is solid. I'm going Cincy second. St. Louis 3, Milwaukee, and then Pittsburgh. West. In the West, I love this team. I love them a lot. And you picked the player that you didn't want to pick, but I think it's a great pick. I'm picking the Padres to win that division. I mean, their starters are solid. Paddock, Lamet. I'm probably butchering these names so bad. I haven't had baseball in, I don't know, 9 months. So I'm very rusty on some of the names. Of course, you got Hosmer. You got Machado, Tatis. You still got, oh, Jesus. What's his name? Will Myers. I think they're good. I think they're going to win that division. Picking the Dodgers second. 3, 4, 5. Do what you want. I got Colorado, Arizona, and then the Giants. Okay. I'm going to go individual awards next. And then we'll go playoffs. MVPs. Matt Chapman. I think if Oakland wins that division, he's going to have an MVP type season. I think he does everything. Of course, his glove is, between him and Arenado, the best gloves in all of baseball. He's got the power now. I think it's just, if they're going to win it, he's got to be MVP. I'm picking Chapman. MVP in the National League, I picked this guy in fantasy. I think he's got one of the most violent swings I've ever seen. It's like a slingshot, but I'm taking Bellinger, Cody Bellinger, MVP in the National League. I think he's great. Cy Young. Ready for this one? American League? Tyler Glasnow. Look, Tampa's rotation is fucking solid. Like, what's he going to be, like the third starter? Morton, Snell. Glasnow did great last year near the end. Again, it's just a wild hunch. So Cole is the easy pick. It's probably smarter, but I just never do that. And he's a Yankee, and I don't want him to get the Cy Young. Someone knocking at my fucking door. No. So I'm going Glasnow. Cy Young for. Okay, false alarm. Cy Young for National League. Talk about going with chalk. I'm going Steven Strasburg. Uh, he is so good, especially the last year and a half. I think he's just as good, maybe better than Scherzer. But I'm going with Strasburg. I could have got cute and went with somebody else, like, I don't know, Bauer maybe. But, or DeGrom is another easy one to go with. But I'm going to go with Strasburg for Cy Young in the National League. Managers of the Year. Bob Melvin. I got Oakland as the 2 seed. It's kind of hard to give it to a team that doesn't make the playoffs. And it's hard to give it to Boone with all that talent. So I'm going with Bob Melvin. And if I'm picking the Padres, I had to Google this manager. Did you ever hear this guy? Jace Tingler? Jace Tingler. I mean, that's the most awful, great name I've ever heard. Jace Tingler. Know nothing about him. So, but if the Padres are going to win that division, again, you got to go with Jace Tingler. Okay, here we go. I mean, fucking almost 12 minutes. My wild card game in the American League is your Tampa Bay Rays playing at Houston. And I'm going with Tampa Bay. They're going to throw one of 3 studs there. Houston, and this is another reason why I picked them. Houston, again, if they get like, I know you think they're going to have a terrible year, but I think not having fans will be to their advantage. And they got so much talent. But if they didn't make the playoffs, then obviously I wouldn't be picking them. So I'm going on that hunch too, if they don't make the playoffs. But Tampa, what an exciting team they're going to have. It's too bad you can't be in any games. Looked at their lineup, very solid, very like just a good team. Like they're forgetting the fucking players already. I just know that they're good. So I'm taking Tampa Bay over Houston. National League wild card game. Check out this fucking doozy. Nationals at the Dodgers. So my question there is, maybe you can answer it. I mean, that's going to be October, right? Well, I guess that's not. I'm confused on the flying situation in this country right now. Because I know Tampa and New York is like a thing. Like, holy shit, they're going to travel that far. But I guess you can travel. Whatever. Forget I said that. It just seems weird that there's going to be that much travel going on when they're just playing division games all year long. But I got Nationals at the Dodgers. And I am picking the Nationals again because they're going to throw one of 2 aces. And even if Kershaw goes or Walker Buehler, is that like maybe the number 1 starter now? Again, like, here's the thing. Another guy I almost picked for MVP is Juan Soto. Soto, Robles. Do they have Jay Bruce? Their lineup to me was very solid. Who's playing first for them? Oh, Trey Turner does it all. I'm sorry. I forgot already, but I'm taking Washington over the Dodgers. 14 and a half minutes. All right. American League Divisional Series. Tampa at New York. Again, going with New York. Although I'd be rooting for Tampa, I'm going with New York. Cole, Tanaka, Paxton. Who am I missing? I don't know. They got a couple of rookies that are gonna, I think, make a statement that Schmidt is his name. Schmidt. Uh, the lineup is just the best in baseball. They even got depth. They got guys like Talkman and Frazier, um, Miguel Andujar. Where the fuck are they gonna play him? They're gonna probably use Urshela at third because of his glove. Stan's gonna DH. They're just loaded. Yeah, it's hard to pick against them. And then I got Minnesota at Oakland. I'm going Oakland because I'm a fan. And there it is, being honest. And I'm really, really hoping big things from them this year. So can you win a fucking? If you get out of that goddamn wild card, which you always lose, you get a home series. Uh, you know what? I really like Hendricks too, their closer. I think he's really good, kind of underrated. But Minnesota, they got so much power in that lineup. They'd be tough to beat. I'm going that with a 7 game. Was that 5 or 7 in that round? But whatever. I think it'll go the distance. National League Division Series. Washington at Chicago. Going with the Cubs. Going back to my hunger factor. Uh, and because Chicago being home, well, I guess that won't fucking matter, right? Matter a little bit. They're just loaded. You can go either way with that one. I'm going Chicago. Mets at the Padres. Wow, what a. Imagine that. Mets at Padres. How fun that would be. I'm going San Diego. Now we go to the championship series. Oakland at New York and Padres at the Cubs. Got to take the Yankees. And I'm going with San Diego. I think San Diego is going to win the World Series. I got them winning in 7 games. San Diego at New York. I mean, that's all I'm going to say. I got the Padres winning it. It's going to be a crazy year. It's going to be a sprint. I think San Diego is fun and exciting. And it'd be a fun story. So there you have it. Padres over the Yankees in the World Series. 17 and a half minutes. Hope it wasn't too long for you. Anything else? Enjoy the games. Thanks again for the setup for the MLB.TV. Could be good to chat baseball again. So freaking happy. I mean, who knows how it's going to be. I don't like them filtering the crowd noise. I just don't. But I do get it. But I feel like it's a little degrading to us that, I don't know. I'd rather hear the guys, but maybe they're afraid of like swearing and shit and have to be on delay. I don't know. But whatever. I'm just glad it's back and I can't wait. I like my 14 hat. It's a Pete Rose. Pete Rose hat. Saw it online. Thought it was cool, so I got it. All right, Jay. I'll be looking forward to your picks, and I'll talk to you later.